The thing I would say is, when you grow up, you tend to get told that the world is the way it is, and your life is just to live your life inside the world, try not to bash into the walls too much, try to have a nice family life, have fun, save a little money. That's a very limited life. Life can be much broader once you discover one simple fact, and that is everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you. And you can change it. You can influence it. You can build your own things that other people can use. And the minute that you understand that you can push in, something will pop out the other side. You can change it. You can mold it. That's maybe the most important thing. To shake off this notion that life is there and you're just going to live in it, versus embrace it, change it, improve it, make your mark upon it. And however you learn that, once you learn it, you'll want to change life and make it better. You'll never be the same again.
It's been nearly 30 years since you've started Apple. Did you ever want to give up? Did you ever think of giving up?
There were moments where it was pretty tough. There have been moments, but no, I don't think so. I don't think so. The first year or two was the hardest. The most important thing, though, I think, is that if you're going to start something new, you have to feel passionate about it, because it's really hard. It's so hard to start a company. You have to work so hard that if you're not passionate about it, you'll give up. The ones that succeed are people that come, sometimes they don't even want to start a company, they just have an idea that they want to get out, express out into the world. And oftentimes they have to start a company because nobody else will listen to them.
He constantly questioned, is this good enough? Is this right? Now, while the work hopefully appeared inevitable, appeared simple and easy, it really cost.
Where people sometimes forget that that they're very unique and that they have very unique feelings and perspectives in your music, in your movies, in your photography, and these kinds of things that people want to do.
Because a lot of times people think they're crazy, but in that craziness we see genius.
Despite all his successes, all his achievements, he never presumed, he never assumed that we would get there in the end. When the ideas didn't come, and when the prototypes failed, it was with great intent, with faith, he decided to believe we would eventually make something great. Bold, crazy, magnificent ideas, or quiet, simple ones, which in their subtlety, their detail, they were utterly profound. Ability to care way beyond any sort of functional imperative.
He said, oh, I want to make lots of money. I said, forget it. That's not a good enough reason. You will not, most likely you will not succeed. Most people that have started companies because they want to make lots of money, I haven't seen very many of those succeed.
The greatest people are self-managing. They don't need to be managed. Once they know what to do, they'll go figure out how to do it, and they don't need to be managed at all. What they need is a common vision, and that's what leadership is. What leadership is having a vision, being able to articulate that so the people around you can understand it, and getting a consensus on a common vision. We wanted people that were insanely great at what they did, but we're not necessarily those seasoned professionals, but who had at the tips of their fingers and in their passion the latest understanding of where technology was and what we could do with that technology, and who wanted to bring that to lots of people. So the neatest thing that happens is when you get a core group of 10 great people, it becomes self-policing as to who they let into that group. So I consider the most important job of someone like myself is recruiting.
To me, marketing is about values. This is a very complicated world. It's a very noisy world. And we're not going to get a chance to get people to remember much about us. No company is. And so we have to be really clear on what we want them to know about us.
On the back cover of their final issue was a photograph of an early morning country road, the kind you might find yourself hitchhiking on if you were so adventurous. Beneath it were the words, "Stay hungry, stay foolish." And I have always wished that for myself. And now, I wish that for you. Stay hungry, stay foolish.